with the recent state of play and a bunch of gaming stuff coming out, such
Mhm.
as the Xbox Showcase and Summer Games Fest, um, I don't know. As you know, I have a big superhero game collection, and it kind of occurred to me if there was one game you wish they would, do a remake of or a remaster. I don't know if you really, I don't know if you, I don't know. Did you play superhero games back in the day, or?
Oh, you want like superhero games?
Oh, here. Well, we all know the one game you.
Because I was gonna get him out of the bag.
Is he still in the bag?
Yeah.
You locked my boy up
Uh,
again.
yeah.
Well, okay. Just in remake in general, you go first. Just remake and then like say a superhero game or something.
Well, remake in general. See, oh gosh. See, what I
You got
want
one
to say.
choice.
What I want to say is, okay, one choice.
One choice, and it has
Sly Collection.
to. Oh, all right.
3-in-1.
No, one game. One
Um,
game, not a collection, not a.
um, it's probably. I'll probably say. Oh, see, this is a tough one because I want Sly Cooper 1 remade, but I also want. Well, I already know this is happening, so actually, I could. I was gonna say Black Flag remake, but no, I want Sly Cooper
A
remake.
Sly Cooper remake, all right,
Um,
and a
I need that.
superhero game you wish could be like remade. I don't know if you really
Batman Arkham Asylum.
Batman Arkham is from ground up, make it look like Arkham Knight.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right, I would like to see. I have to be in this. Okay, so I'm trying to think here of.
Actually, no. Wait. Can I retract my answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Batman Arkham Origins. That's what I meant.
That's what needs it the
Yeah.
most. Not that. Well, I'd say Arkham Asylum needs it the most, but
I mean, that game still
we
looks good.
we need a port. We need a port of Arkham Origins now.
Hey, so maybe eventually.
Eventually, I wasn't it in like an Nvidia
I don't.
leak
Yeah,
or
I think
something.
so.
I want to say it's in the cards. It's in the cards, but we just don't know when. Now on the top of my head, when you tell me a remake of something, um, I feel like this is going to happen. It's going to sound silly, but Sonic Unleashed
Okay.
for the PS3, I've absolutely adored that game. Or, um, yeah, probably Sonic Unleashed, or I know we're getting a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Again, because all the games I've played, I feel like they're very likely to get remade.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say Sonic Unleashed. I want that to be a big remake. Or you know what, Lego Batman for the PS. I guess this is my superhero one, but because I was gonna say either Ultimate Spider-Man or Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Those games are really big part of my childhood, and I want to play them again on my PS5,
That's fair.
4K 60. It looks great. So,
Yeah,
alright.
I can see that. Well, anyway, we got a lot of news this week. We're talking some Spider-Man 4 information, Deadpool and Wolverine popcorn bucket. We got some Kent Farm action going on, Watchmen news, gaming news, and much more this week on the Comic Book Burrito. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I am your host, Darien.
I'm your host, Landon.
And today we got a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, and we got games. You name it, we got it. Let's talk. Lennon, how you been?
I'm doing my hand thing again.
I know,
I'm gonna stick with that, right? When I was doing the counting earlier, you're like, "Oh, we got him." I was like, I brought it up. I was like, "Bring it back up."
I was gonna keep naming stuff.
Just keep going until I lose fingers. I've been okay. We had a disastrous stream Thursday, and I hate it. I think for right now, we're just gonna have to record it and then post it
until I can figure out the right settings for.
Yeah, I don't know, because thing is, we don't want it to be like. It's probably a lot of information being sent to your computer all at once.
My computer's not strong enough.
Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff we're gonna have to do, but in the meantime, we'll just do recordings of it, and we're gonna get split headphone jack so it doesn't have an echo because we were reviewing the video, and there's definitely an echo.
Yeah. It is no longer on YouTube, but thank you to everybody who did show up and talk and watch
Saw
it.
some lost media for a minute. I've been all right this week though. Trying to think anything Multiverses. I've been playing Multiverses. Did that come out this week? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been playing Multiverses. That's
Yeah, I guess it did.
I mean, we streamed it, but I'm having a blast with that. I don't know. I did nothing really crazy besides that. How about you?
Same, pretty much.
You were there with me with all three of those things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, not really much for me. I mean, this isn't game. This isn't like we kind of mentioned it in the opening with the
Mhm.
question. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I beat Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
Oh,
which
yeah.
has been like how long? Like how long has this
It
game
came
been?
out back in
11
20.
years.
Well, I know it was like a launch PS4 game, so it was like around
2013. Yeah.
2013.
So I've been trying for 11 years to beat this game, and I
I
just
never,
never
I
got
never
around to
beat
it.
it. I never beat
It's
it
so
either.
easy if you actually just upgrade your shit.
It wasn't even like it was even hard. I just stopped playing it.
Yeah.
I
I
love
don't. I
it.
cannot tell you for the life of me. I was like not attached to any of the characters besides the main character, but like it was so fun, and so
Black Flag is a great game. Everyone has.
I'm
I
really
know you have
thinking because
multiple.
I'm in that. I beat that, and I'm like, oh, because I just found out Assassin's Creed 3. You play as his grandson, and I'm like, so I kind of want to go back and play Assassin's Creed 3, but then that's going to start connecting other stuff. I'm like, I'm just going to go through every Assassin's Creed.
Every chronological order.
I'll
Are you
start.
gonna
At, I
play?
start
I
at
guess
one and go through all of
the
them.
Ezio collection.
Oh yeah,
Would that be it?
I'll probably go through all of them. I
I
never done that before.
I again, it was never one of those things where I was just like, oh, I got tired of it. I don't want to do it no more. That's what it was, but it wasn't hard. I just stopped playing it. I loved it though. I never liked doing the story. I liked going around on my ship, destroying other ships, and finding treasure
Yeah,
or hunting to upgrade my gear.
I didn't do any of that.
Oh, I loved it.
I didn't upgrade to Edward at all. I just upgraded the ship.
Really,
Yeah,
because I did it where I could have like
I like taking the
I could do
hardest route possible.
the two pistols or like muskets, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think you get that in the story
Do you?
because
Because
I have it.
I was able to.
I have it, and I didn't hunt.
Maybe it is in the story. But I know you're. I guess like more ammo. I know you're like
Yeah,
upgrade. It's making swords better and all that. Even though it's, I loved it. Black Flag is a great game, and they should. I can't wait for that remaster or
yeah,
remake, whatever it's gonna be. I can't. Yeah, I can't wait.
yeah. That was pretty much it. We do have something new this week to talk about, which is this month's comic book.
But the
So June's comic book month is the New Frontier.
Darwin cookie.
Yes, Darwin Cook. This book is the Silver Age DC, but
That's.
without all the campiness.
Mhm.
So it's got the art in it. Oh my god, I love the art in it.
Mm.
It's so good. And then it's just like it's a story which apparently is setting up James Gunn's Justice League whenever that happens. But you got the Center Dinosaur Island or whatever,
Mhm.
the living island that comes to life, and all the Justice League. I'm
Yeah,
trying to, yeah,
yeah.
all the Justice League fighting against it, and you have all the public hating
Mhm.
superheroes and all a bunch of stuff. Such good stuff. I mean, I don't know if you can see. I don't think he's on the cover, but he's hard to see. Superman with the black and red
Yeah.
symbol.
Well, yeah.
Oh gosh, it was such a good book. So I definitely recommend picking that up. They just
Mhm.
released a hardcover edition of it, so you can pick that up if you're into hardcovers, which is probably going to run you about $20 more than this.
This
I don't know how much this book was. It's
this on the back.
yeah,
It's,
something I can't see it.
says 35 bucks.
There you go.
It probably went up in price since
Yeah.
then.
That is probably my favorite DC book. I love that book.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's my.
I haven't read it. I'll read it though.
Yeah, so
Maybe.
it's a thick book, but it's like Watchmen. We have like newspaper sections and like sections of books that you have to read in the middle of.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So it is like all right. I like that. Yeah, you get like like the Black Freighter. And I like that.
Well, it's kind of, well, you get like a whole newspaper talking about how Batman and Superman fought each other, and it's like building up the lore.
Yeah, so they're already the Justice League, but then
Well, no, they're sort of all separated.
they're kind of just coming
They're
together.
just all superheroes, and yeah, it's essentially a different take on DC. It's also a Black Label book. There is some racial terms used in this book.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah.
Well, I knew that, but DC Black Label. Oh, so if it has a Black Label, it's
Black
like really
Label's
mature.
they're like matured.
Very mature. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I recommend this book totally. You should check it out. And yeah, we got a lot of news to talk about. Let's get into it. Here we go, starting with some Spider-Man 4 action. According to Alex from the Cosmic Circus, Tom Holland may face off against Doc Ock and Green Goblin again in the MCU, but with new actors in the roles.
I'm curious of how that's going to play out because I mean he's fought Doc Ock in that already, so is he going to know like
And we know that
this is what I need to do?
there's no Green Goblin or no Norman Osborn, at least as far as we know, in
As far as we
the
know,
MCU.
yeah.
So this also could work if this happens post Secret Wars and the so-called reset, where everything is all in one world now, and we get a Green Goblin and a Doc Ock in this world.
I'm curious of how Tom Holland's going to face him due to like he's like, all right, I fought Green Goblin in dug up before, how I know what to do.
Yeah,
But maybe I guess they'll have like a different reasoning behind it.
it could be. Um, and obviously Tom wasn't friends with Green Goblin's son in this
Yeah, Harry.
universe. I mean, introduce Harry, and then he's got like an emotional connection there.
Yeah. Have a new friend. If they do the smart decision, not bring back Ned and
They're
MJ.
bringing him back. No, maybe not Ned, but MJ most definitely.
See, just ruined. You just ruined it. Like, what's the point?
Um, but yeah, so apparently some new actors. I could see some new actors playing them.
Yeah, I'm fine with the new actors.
The Green Goblin's gonna have a bit of a.
You think
I
they're
guess it'll. I don't know.
so? What kind of goblin do you think they're going to do?
They probably will do the big
Regular
monster.
suit with glider or
I
monster?
think they do the monster probably.
Yeah, they never tackled that live action
And that
wise.
would probably be the next step.
It was kind. I guess it was kind of a similar mix with in Amazing, but all right. I'm intrigued, but I will it beat Defoe and God, what's his name?
Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina. I don't think so, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Um, according to Daniel RPK, what?
John Spill,
Oh.
Big Man John.
Um, according to Daniel RPK, we got some Thunderbolts plot. I think. Yeah. This is like the worst plot description he could have given because it really doesn't give us much information.
We know practically nothing about the movie. It
Well, we
feels.
know some, not yet, kind of. Yeah, okay. Description reads the plot, quote unquote. Yelena, U.S. Agent Ghost, and Taskmaster are sent by Val to kill someone in a vault. They realize they've been set up and were meant to die on this mission, so they team up against their boss to take her down. That's like the most bare bones plot
I wonder
description.
who they were sent to kill.
Century, probably.
Since it makes sense.
Um, Interesting that they didn't name Bucky or Red Guardian in that list.
Hmm.
So I wonder what their roles are in the movie. They're in the team.
Yeah.
At least we know Bucky is. I don't know about Red Guardian, but
I'm assuming maybe she sends Bucky out there, saying like, "Oh, these villains." They don't really tell him what really happened. Just, "Oh, the villains went rogue," and he goes out there and then finds out like, "Oh, he tried to kill y'all. I don't like that," and then joins them. That's my
maybe
guess.
I don't know. This movie does come out next year. So I wouldn't be surprised if we'd see a little bit of something
Mm.
at D23 this year. If not, the crowd there will see stuff and we'll get information about that. But yeah. So, Thunderbolts information.
Mhm.
Let's see. According to Murphy's Multiverse, they post occasionally and we've used them. Hawkeye Season 2 does seem to be in development and might be released sooner than we think. Corroborating.
Little surprised with Hawkeye season 2. Not that I think the first one was
And
bad.
apparently it is going to be set again during Christmas, from what I remember reading.
Okay. I mean, are you surprised at all? Because I kind of am. Not that I don't think it was a failure or
Mm,
anything. I
I
just
think
didn't.
it'll probably be Hawkeye Season 2 would probably definitely set up the Young Avengers movie.
Hmm.
And I'm more like they'll probably have Miss Marvel in that and maybe introduce a few others.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. That just corroborates what what's their name said. I forgot. My Time to Shine. Hello. So
Because who's the? I mean, we only who do we have left of the last OG Avengers? I mean, we just got Thor,
Hulk.
Hulk, and Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Um. But yeah. So that's a pretty quick piece of news there, but something to note. A new rumor has indicated that Marvel Studios is looking for a director for a Scarlet Witch film. This says I feel like this has been like a rumor since WandaVision ended.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, she's getting a movie. Where is she?
Yeah, where's that movie at? Yeah, I want to bet it would be similar to the Black Widow movie. Ever since I think ever since the first Avengers movie, there was always that rumor of like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's in development, and um,
And this will definitely be set up if it does happen by the Agatha show at the end of
mhm.
this year, and I don't know if they're still doing it, but the special presentation thing that they had set
Who do you
for.
have in mind? I mean, my mind goes to Sam just because he worked on the Doctor Strange
Yeah,
movie. I thought she
I
was.
don't think they'll do
I mean,
that.
I'm not saying that's who will do it, but
I think it. I don't know. I mean, if you could get the one from WandaVision, I mean,
yeah, I got yeah.
but he's doing Fantastic Four, so I don't know. He could do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Scarlet Witch movie happening possibly. Prime Video's Noir, the Spider-Man Noir series, has officially been retitled to Spider-Man Noir.
Smart decision.
Yeah, I voiced my concern on
Yeah.
this last time. I was like, well, no one's gonna know this is a Spider-Man show.
Just what's noir? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, is it
And the
noir
description
yet?
doesn't even sound like a Spider-Man show.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so yeah, you got Spider-Man Noir officially renamed with Nicolas Cage.
I mean, I would have
There.
put like, I mean, if I had like the license to a Spider-Man show, I'm putting every word of it, like Spider-Man Noir,
Yeah.
Spider-Man mini series.
Oh my god. So speaking of Nicolas Cage, I watched his movie Dream Scenario. I don't know if you've seen it. It was an A24 movie and it came out and he's like bald in the movie and he plays this professor.
Yes, he's like in people's dreams or
Yeah, that
something.
movie is
Yes,
crazy.
I heard about it. Was it good?
Yeah,
It
it's
was
on
good. I
I had to
saw
go the way of the swashbuckler and watch it. But it's on Max for those of you who have.
I need to see I want to see Extraordinary Talent
Oh yeah. Oh well
with like Pedro Pascal.
the unbearable weight of
Massive Talent.
is that what it's called?
Oh, that's what it's called. Unbearable Way of Massive
Yeah, I
Talent.
don't know where that's streaming, but I'd like to watch that.
Yeah.
That'd be good. But yeah, Spider-Man Noir show coming out. I have no other information
Yeah.
besides that. So let's get into my theory here. Giancarlo Esposito is officially set to play a villain in Captain America: Brave New World. There are set photos, and I think I know who he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's playing William Stryker.
I think so as well.
Only because did you see these set photos?
I did see the set photo, and
I'm
he
still gonna
looks
pull-
like Blade a bit.
He does look like old Blade. My original theory was he was this guy named Abraham Cornelius,
Mhm.
who is one of the people who helped work on Wolverine.
Mhm.
Let me see here. Giancarlo Esposito, Captain America.
He didn't look bad. He looked good on set. I'm surprised it's like when we just got this news like
This
a
is
couple.
gotta be William Stryker, or maybe he's like Henry Gyrick. This person says early version of him.
Here, what's the photo? What's the guy looking like?
The guy with the glasses from X-Men
No,
'97.
no. The Henry guy. I want to see like the old school. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm saying it.
But I don't know.
I
think
honestly,
he's William Stryker.
I'm Striker as well in that.
But yeah, everyone's saying he's X-Men, and it makes sense because this movie is about the discovery of adamantium, and he would be the one to be there to want to get his hands
Yeah.
on it, because that's how we get Wolverine.
I like
quite
it.
possibly.
That's got.
But he's got 3 knives. He's got a gun, some blade glasses.
He's old Blade. He replaced the other dude. Who's Blade now?
Yeah. So everyone
Looks so generic. I don't know about that now. Oh.
Some people thinking that he might be Nick Fury's brother, which is a villain in the comics. Which is also possible.
Is he Blade's dad?
Mephisto. Evil Nick Fury. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of theories about it. I'm excited. He's such a good actor. I'm surprised he agreed. He did say that he's going to appear and then he's going to get a series, or he's going to be in a series. He didn't specify. So this could be William Stryker.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Striker. I agree with
And we
you.
get a show called like Weapon X or something.
That'd be crazy. That'd be like I'm sick.
Him working on the Weapon
That'd
X.
be a nasty show. You see all the experiments they did? It would have been crazy.
Gosh, but yeah, I think he might be Stryker.
You have something I want. The
Yeah.
antimatter.
Okay. Anson Mount. I gotta go back to Twitter. Anson Mount, the guy who played Black Bolt, in Inhuman, also in Doctor Strange. He has called out one of those fake Twitter accounts. Yeah. Is this it? Maybe I missed it. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I muted this account because they give out fake stuff. This Marvel Updates account said they're fake scoopers. They said the Inhumans from the Inhuman series will return in Avengers: Secret Wars. That was it.
And he plays Black Bolt. Yeah.
And Black Bolt dude came in and said, "This is so interesting. Please tell us more about this contract I apparently signed in my sleep. I'm so curious to hear all the juicy details from a feed that is clearly not a click farm." And yeah.
Yeah, shut them down. I mean, I blocked them as soon as
I mean, this show is something I've never watched it all, but I know that in the first episode, Medusa cuts all her hair off. So Um, that should explain to you what the show is. Yeah, Science and Mounts called them out. Thought it was funny. I wanted to talk about that. Um, yeah, let's let's talk about this popcorn bucket, shall
Can we
we?
even show this on here?
I will. But so they posted the video, revealed the popcorn bucket. It's literally Wolverines with like a giant open mouth, and that's where you like pull the popcorn out of. Or, but like,
Dang. Oh, all right.
well,
Overcompensating. Like,
everyone was thinking.
yeah.
Yeah. So this popcorn bucket is crazy. It says designed by. I can't read what it here, and I can probably.
Only thing I saw was the design
It
by
says
Deadpool.
something else on the bottom of it, and here I guess I can find this video here.
That was our theory was because it's like it's designed by Deadpool. That I was like, what could this possibly be?
So at the bottom of this bucket,
Oh my god, it has a tongue.
it's gonna be a little hard to see.
I love the butter drizzle at the end.
It it's right before all this popcorn is piled up at the bottom. Maybe it's right here. It's very probably a better spot. I don't know how to get like the words and stuff off the screen, but it does say
Oh, but the below
underneath designed by Deadpool. It says can also be used for, but it doesn't. I can't read the rest of it, and it's in parentheses at the bottom. So I don't know.
Hold up.
I can't. This like part won't go away at the bottom.
Here, bring it back and then play it, just so I can like, so get off of there so I can see.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's what
It says can also be used for, but it doesn't. I can't read
it
it.
does say. It's a that's crazy. I can't believe they allowed it. To
Yeah.
happen.
So this is the Deadpool.
Hey, let me see that butter drizzle part. That's the best part of it.
The Deadpool and Wolverine
I love
popcorn
it.
bucket designed by Deadpool for AMC and most other theaters. Regal Cinemas
Has a
put
different
out are making a different one, and they're saying they're gonna wait for Ryan Reynolds to show that one off. But it's something to do with some kind of chair.
Yeah, it looks like a car seat or
Yeah,
something.
and I'm pretty sure Baby Deadpool's gonna be in it with some milk bottles, and we'll be drinking. It's a first popcorn bucket that can also hold your drink.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure our drink will be in the milk bottles, and we drink out of the milk bottles.
I'm excited.
I am unfortunately going to be purchasing both of
Yeah,
these.
I get. Yeah, Regals aren't far. I kept thinking because I want to go see Spider Man in Regal, and I was like far out.
The Regal, there's a Regal in High Point.
I want.
We went to see Black Adam.
Was that at a Regal?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right, so yeah, we'll go to that one. So I'm getting both.
Yeah,
I'm getting both, and we'll display them up here when we. I usually that's gonna be an interesting Thursday.
Yeah.
I get off work and we're gonna have to go grab these popcorn buckets, and then go see the movie Friday night, and then with our review. As we said, we got our tickets. So review is imminent.
Yeah.
This July
after X-Men Mayhem ends.
Yep.
Yeah. Deadpool and Wolverine popcorn bucket. Oh boy. Blade is apparently going through some more rewrites. This movie is never coming out.
Rewrite the movie.
Apparently they have the story done. They know what the story is. Now it's time to go in and tweak a bunch of stuff. I'm hearing two different things. I'm hearing that what's his name, Michael Green, the Logan writer, is attached and he's not attached. But apparently people are having concerns that which I think we did talk about this last week, but what I'm saying now is the new stuff. People are having concerns that Mahershala Ali, who's now 50, he was 45 when the Blade movie was announced, is going to age out. He's not going to want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Look, Alex from the Cosmic Circus says, everyone calm down, he's staying. So, there's some hope.
We'll take his word for it for now. What do you think? You think he will?
I think he'll stay. But right now,
how long though?
Well, yeah. But I mean, it's hard to tell, and they'll probably bring in like Blade's daughter eventually as like a thing. I don't know. But
well, I mean, if he's 50 now, and is the movie still on track for what next year?
It might be pushed back to the beginning of the year after, but
he'll be 52 by the time it comes out.
Probably.
We'll see, and then a sequel. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate it because I want him to be Blade, but time is not on their side on this one.
No.
So I don't know. I really don't know who they could get, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Get Giancarlo Esposito. He seems to be like he's playing Blade. So, all right. And finally, final piece of news here: a trailer for Venom: The Last Dance, or Venom 3. It will be releasing on Monday. It's going to be 2 minutes and 27 seconds long,
Decent.
and yeah, I don't know that plot leak last week.
It sounds worse than three, or excuse
Yeah,
me,
and
two.
this movie's still coming out this year.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll be interested. I wonder if we see any of that plot stuff in the trailer, like a 10-year-old Peter Parker and stuff,
They
or
might tease it at the end, maybe, I don't know. But I guess we'll see Venom: The Last Dance trailer Monday, so we'll review it next week. All right, DC, but first, before DC, commercial time. Have fun.
Fresh from the sewer. And into your Nintendo Entertainment System comes Ultra's version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now you can take control of these heroes in a half shell as they nunchuck, swim, and bazooka blast their way through sewers and streets, ridding the world of rival robots, wretched ruffians, and the evil Foot Clan forever. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're out of the sewers and available where Ultra games are sold.
And we're back.
We're back.
DC news. This happened last week, and I didn't talk about it because I didn't care. But My Adventures with Superman season 2 is out.
yeah, I didn't even realize it was out.
Yeah,
I usually follow this stuff all the time for like media, but I did not notice.
I didn't even finish season 1 because I got bored of it halfway through. I do not think it's an enjoyable.
I don't like some of the designs of it. I know that's probably like a
I don't like that
that's
Superman had electrical powers.
Does he still have it,
I don't
or
know.
I need to watch it? Oh, I don't have a Max account now. But
I
I
know
need to.
Steel's in it. Or is it out? I don't know. Is it out or is it not out? I saw that people were watching it.
I think it's out, but I don't know if like the whole season two's out.
Oh, okay. But yeah, My Adventures with Superman season 2. John Cena has commented on his return as Peacemaker, and he said this.
He just shared a photo.
He said, "Do you know who James Gunn is? He's got this look when you make him mad, and it's actually indescribable. I don't want to ever see it again, so I'm just going to say no comment." So, seems James Gunn has taken his Kevin Feige role to the most accurate level.
Gunn uses an RPG, while Kevin uses a sniper.
But it seems like he knows something.
So, he's not in it or something, or he died. I don't know.
No, it seems like he knows that
Well,
he'll be back in something.
I'm interested. I'm interested.
Waller.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's that. I thought it was funny. James Gunn did confirm on Instagram, I think it was, that Deathstroke will be appearing in the DCU.
That's good.
I don't know if we talked about this last week, but everyone's saying that's probably going to be in Waller.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll show up as a.
I never talking about who was going to play him. We're still. I'm hoping for Joe.
Yeah, Joe Manganiello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that just because the whole Waller thing, everyone's thinking that he might be showing up. But yes, he did confirm that he will be in the DCU, which is exciting. Anthony Starr has actually denied being in the DCU himself. I don't have the whole quote, but he said, "Me and James just play golf. I cannot wait to see what he does with the DC Universe." And because the question was, will he be in a superhero role where he doesn't have to drink milk? And he was like, "If there's no milk, I'm not there, honey," or something like that. And he was and then James Gunn posted that they've been following each other for years. That doesn't excuse the fact that he did follow the production team of Peacemaker. So I'm just saying.
Interested.
But yeah, the question they did ask him if he would play Booster Gold, but he shut that down. So I'm pretty sure that's not happening. Even though a lot of people wanted it, and I want Glenn Powell, but it's not going to happen. Anyway, the Kent Farm
Yeah.
has been revealed.
This wasn't official, was it?
No.
I
It
thought
was
so, yeah,
posted by someone who was like they were filming it at their house.
Yeah, it's like right across the
Um,
street filming Superman.
So this is mainly being filmed apparently for flight nights right now. They want some children apparently to play young Clark. Growing up, you're two of them.
I'm 20-year-old Clark.
They want a 6-year-old and I think it was like a 12-year-old.
We can pass for 6
Okay,
and 12.
sure. I can't remember the account. I think it was DC Updates. Nope.
Don't listen to Marvel updates. Listen to
Home of
DC.
DCU is what we'll go for. Shout out to them for something. Kevin. Um, we're not in Kansas. Clark, Superman Legacy, filming close to our house in LaGrange, which is in Atlanta. Filming takes place on June 6th. This is the Kent Farm. People are complaining.
That looks too run down.
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
it's a farm.
It's a farm. They wanted a house on the beach in LA, I
Yeah.
guess.
Someone asked, where did all the budget go? Let's venture into these. Oh, first off, here's that. They're in need of a 6-month-old baby, 3-year-old boy, and 6-year-old boy. Sorry, I was wrong with ages. To film this. That's what they're doing. They're still looking. Looks pretty on point to the independent farmers in my family. Just need a beaten up Dodge truck.
Hey,
we got one of
I got a
those.
chef. I got a chef.
But yeah, so people are saying that it looks oddly similar to. 1 second. Walking away from the book.
Maybe come look at the
Reference.
month in July. In July.
Superman, All-Star Superman. Let me see if I can find this. I'll scroll through it real quick. Not scroll, whatever.
I'm excited. Yeah, I don't know what Snyder dudes are talking about when they're all like, "Oh, it's not where the budget go." It's a farmhouse. As you clearly never lived out in the country like how I have. I don't know if you have, but
I mean, yeah.
yeah. So
Well, I'm not finding it, but from what I'm hearing, it might not be this.
some other.
It might be For All Seasons, though. But apparently, it looks just like the house in that.
They wanted a house on the beach.
Yeah, it's stupid. But yeah, the Kent Farm.
I like when
I
you're.
want to see them in their farmer outfits.
You're a clown when you're criticizing the look of a house in a movie.
Yeah. I wish I could look at the quote retweets. I don't know how. I don't think I can. But yeah, people were upset. It seems. Someone talking about Smallville. No offense to the owners, kind of hoping this is not Clark's house. David would not fit in that at all. I'm so used to a 2-story house. Well, yeah. So I hope not, is what this person says.
Yeah, like why do you like what's the problem? What the hell the Kent house looks like? Why does that matter?
People are upset
Because not to mention,
Kansas, this hurts. Like, what is this like?
Is that what they look like?
Forest farm in Kansas.
That sounds about right. I mean,
oh my, yeah. A loser. Anyway, yeah, people hating on James Gunn in the comments. Anyway, yeah, Kent Farm, officially. It's exciting. All right. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is going to begin filming in the fall, apparently by October 4th.
Ooh, can't wait to see those costumes.
We're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see. We don't. It's not the same costume person that's doing Superman. But we'll see who it is. You can see the new Supergirl outfit. You think it'll be the same symbol?
Yeah, I mean, if it's like part of the family, then yeah.
So yeah, we'll hopefully see some suit stuff.
I saw the next piece.
Yeah. Moving on to that, Lady Gaga's version of Harley Quinn and Joker 2 apparently is called Lee. What? Like I'm not
the General Lee? Like what? All right.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, what was Joker's name in the
Arthur.
movie? Arthur. I mean, it's not, Arthur and Lee.
Why can't she just be like Harleen or something?
Harley.
That's what.
That's it. That's it. Harleen. Hell,
I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get used to it in the movie, but it is a strange name.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe she hates the name. She's like, call me Harley or something. Or maybe I because Arthur just wants to be called Joker.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because these are like personas, And I mean, Lady Gaga's version of Harley Quinn. I mean, she could. Did she say, "Yeah, my version of Harley Quinn's gonna be called Lee"? Did
This
she
was
say that
found out
herself?
from Entertainment News.
Okay, I'm interested. So I'm sure that might be her like real name. It'd
Maybe.
be kind of stupid. She's like Lee, Harley, Harley Quinn.
Say that again? No.
Say that again.
But yeah, so there's that. And finally for DC, news that we never had Watchmen news before. The DC animated Watchmen film is releasing on August 13th, 2024. I think it will be in theaters, and it'll also come to.
Will it come in theaters?
I mean, I think so.
I might go to theaters.
And it will be a two-parter.
All right. I'm excited.
This is not. I don't think this is going to be the same story from the books. I think they would do their own thing. I'm thinking. I mean, they've already done this story from the book in the movie. Why do an animated version of that movie?
because they did the same thing with Batman: The Killing Joke. And that movie sucked.
Yeah, but they've never made a live-action movie of The Killing Joke.
Yeah, but not yet.
Uh,
They basically did with Zach.
well, but this, I'm pretty sure they're going to do their own thing because there's nothing in Watchmen that would warrant it being a two-part movie.
I'm trying to think of a scene that might.
There's not.
The only thing I could even think of, but there's no way that's where where the part one would end, and that's when the
That's why I think they're
the
gonna,
alien.
That's why I think they're going to do their own thing with it because this also will have to fit into their whatever DC animated war universe that they're doing.
I'm trying to think of like the lowest point of like when the characters are where it leaves off on like a cliffhanger. I just can't. But
Yeah. But yeah.
unless they do
That's
like a
definitely-
Watchmen, you know what? I wonder if they'll do the whole story of Watchmen in the anime. Like that's part one. Then part two is like Doomsday Clock.
I think Doomsday Clock will be its own thing. That's already a two-part series.
Well, I mean, they'll do all of it in part two. Then that's what I'm saying. It's so because I mean,
I think it's.
they
Gonna,
put all of Watchmen in a movie before. I mean, it's I don't know. We'll see. I wonder how they're gonna do the Black Freighter if they'll even do it. But
No.
you say it's gonna be its own thing. I think they're gonna do the book.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I know Crisis is
No.
kind of does its own thing, but
All right. So, This is other news now. The Boys season 4 has its first ever review, and also have some information that I'm gonna relay to you guys about this season. It's kind of wild. This is the review. It's actually a good one from Steven Weintraub from Collider. He says this: just finished The Boys season 4. Holy bleep, you know. Okay, okay.
all right.
The entire season is fantastic, but the finale is another level. Might be my favorite season. Can't wait to be able to talk about it. Huge thank you to Eric Kripke and every other person that works on this series. And that was it. First review comes out in 12 days from now. Maybe 3 episodes, I think is what it releases with.
Mm.
So I don't know when that review is going to happen, but we'll figure it out. Because we don't have space for an extra beef at that point, so we probably have to just review it on this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, the info that I have, it came from some interviews. They were almost spoiling stuff. I don't know. I think this guy got to see the whole season. He was talking to the creators about it, and they posted it. But like they were talking about stuff that happens in the season. Episode 6 is the Tech Night episode, from what I'm hearing. And that's where they visit the dungeon. And apparently there are unspeakable things that happen in this dungeon.
I can't wait. If I see Ladio in there,
Apparently he's got, from what I've been reading, he's got Webweaver in there, which is the Spider-Man of this universe. And he's tied up. That's all I know. And that, and sorry, I'm trying to think of the other thing. It was like that the dungeon was
what kind of dungeon are we talking?
you know what I'm talking about. And apparently that's insane. Huey gets covered in something. I don't know what.
I know. We know.
It's probably blood. Knowing this show. But yeah, and I'm guessing Tech Knight's gonna suit up. Apparently something happens at the end with Homelander. I don't know what. I hope
I think that's gonna
it's
be the
that he
reveal.
loses his powers.
I'll lose his powers or the reveal with Noir.
No, I don't think that's gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know though. But yeah, that's some information that I learned from that. Because the lady didn't hide it well enough. It was Starlight, Kimiko, and the vice president lady. and they were all there, like the actresses, and they were talking. And he was like, the episode 6, he said it was one of the craziest episodes ever. He said, I can't believe you guys got to do that. And then the Starlight actress asked, what happened in that one? And one of the girls turns over and she does this, but I can read lips because she didn't block it up. I stars a dungeon. I was like, oh god. Oh my, ugh.
I'm very interested in what they're going to do with Laddie. I can't wait to hear him. Or, all right, let's do some steps. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh god.
I hope he has like a really like super high pitched voice, like he's like, "Hey, Tech Knight," like one of those type things.
I'm excited for You're gonna see his butler.
Did he have a butler?
Remember he had a butler and he's all like he's like, sorry sir, I'm having hard hearing today.
Oh,
He's like
we might. I'm actually interested to see him suit up if he does. We see the big like Iron Man
yes,
suit almost.
I'm excited. And
That'd be
you think he
It seems like he's teaming up with Homelander and all of them.
I mean, you think he stops like the dark materia?
No,
The materia.
I doubt it. I doubt they'll do that. But I'm curious if they'll kill him.
With the dark materia. like tell me they won't. Like that
No, they're not going to do.
Maybe they won't, but season 5 he'll do
I'm
it.
curious what this finale is. If it's on another level, I'm thinking like army of soups, like assembled. When he's assembled, he's got Tech Knight. He's got all these new people. Like, so I'm curious what's going to happen.
I'm interested of Butcher
Eric Kripke. People are upset about this. I'm not, as long as they can keep it good. Eric Kripke did say that the ending at season 5 is no longer the plan. But I'm like, as long as it's good.
As long as it's good, but you can only do it for so long. Where it's just like, all right, I get it. You know,
there's so many characters you can bring in.
There is true, and don't get me wrong, the series is great, and you know, it's like,
and obviously,
why complain of more good?
The Boys Mexico is happening. Apparently, it's going to be largely unconnected to the main series. It's going to be like its own thing.
And I mean, it does prime well. It's just there's a moment because you can almost like predict of what's going to happen. Like they're going to have a plan. They feel like they got it. They go up to it. It backfires. Now they're kind of back at square one, just about. With maybe they have new help with them now. You know, so maybe it gives them a better chance now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it feels like. It's what it's been so far.
Well, sort of. It's all leading up to Butcher killing all the soups.
Yeah.
And it's still sticking along with the comics. It's just doing it better.
I agreed.
And now they've introduced the virus, which is even more closer to killing all the soups. They'll get rid of Homelander eventually.
But will people still be interested if they get rid of Homelander?
Like, they take away
who's the next big?
I mean, this show is still one of like the most viewed shows on Prime Video.
Well, who's the next one? Because I mean, I'd say Homelander and
you could
Carl
introduce
Urban.
the G-Men. And
that's
the
true.
X-Men, like
you could do the G-Man.
We don't know if they exist or not, but I mean, Godalkin University is named after their Professor X. But I mean, the G-Men show up for one scene in the comics, and they all get gunned down. But yeah, I mean, who knows? He has some information there though.
Because we know Butcher's dying.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think it'll probably end at season 6. I'm guessing. But
Gen
V will probably go on for a couple more.
A bit longer, yeah.
But yeah. That's all the other news. Now on to gaming. At the State of Play, which we tried to stream, Marvel Rivals Console Edition was shown off to the surprise of no one if you were listening to us or to Miller. Yeah. They showed off the trailer, introduced 2 characters which we were not expecting to be shown at this. Miller didn't even know it was going to happen. Venom and Adam Warlock, or just Adam, I think is what he's called in this.
No, it's Adam Warlock.
In the trailer, it just said Adam.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. All right.
So, yeah, they introduced them. I know you haven't seen the gameplay, but I can say this: Adam Warlock reminds me a little bit of Loki. The way he plays Loki would be who I'd be playing because his gameplay seems fun. But Venom looked pretty interesting. Good design. It was a really good Venom design. And yeah, the closed beta for the consoles is in July. They'll introduce more info later about how to register. It's one of those things where you gotta get in there and hopefully get it. If not, you have to rely on a code from someone else, and that's gonna be tough. So as long as one of us can get it, then
we're good.
We should be fine. But yeah, Marvel Rivals coming to console. It's also going to be on Xbox this beta, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, there you go. Summer Games Fest is about 6 days away, and Sony PlayStation Studios is going to be there, showing off multiple things apparently. Spider-Man DLC or Wolverine.
They'll see Wolverine. That's going to be.
Well, they showed off Spider-Man stuff at.
No. Oh, I'm saying definitely not Wolverine. That's going to be
I
at
mean,
that's going to be at Showcase.
yeah, I mean, or Summer Games Fest. I mean, not Summer Games Fest. The Game Awards.
Game Awards is possible. I know there was. I'm not going to believe these rumors no more. There was that rumor though. One being in September.
Yeah.
Or August.
From Tom Henderson. He said
and I'm gonna say no until Wolverine is Showcase. Spider-Man DLC could be Summer Games Fest.
I think we'll see Death Stranding.
Death Stranding makes sense.
Probably get a release date for that.
Me and my dad were talking today. He was surprised Death Stranding wasn't at the State of Play. I'm all like, well, that's gonna be
Well,
showcased.
was that the last State of Play?
It was at the last one. It was like a big chunk of
Which was
it.
in like January.
Yeah, and I was like, well, that's gonna be a
There
Summer
wouldn't
Games
be another trailer.
because he's so close with Jeff Keighley. It's
Summer Games Fest. I'm excited for it. A lot of people aren't. I'm excited for it. I mean, they show off Spider-Man DLC. They're showing off the Alan Wake DLC. They're showing off like
Death
crazy
Stranding.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they.
I wonder how Xbox is gonna do because I think like both of them come out like the same.
I mean,
week.
last Summer Games Fest was so good, and then Gamescom, which happens in August, I think. That was really good. That's where they revealed like Little Nightmares 3. Sadly, got delayed the other day.
Next year, right?
No, yeah, next year.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out this year, and I'm sad.
That was your streaming plan.
But yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I just thought I'd bring that up. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man DLC might be there, but
Yeah, I could see that
we'll
happening.
see. Probably more Astrobot stuff, possibly extended look.
Mm.
Because that does come out in September, so that would be a good time to show a little bit more of that all.
Yeah.
Finally, the weekly Suicide Squad look. We're going to talk about this because this is surprising. Very surprising to a lot of people, actually. By May 4th, this is when this cut off, the reporting period. Suicide Squad Killer Justice League was the 8th most selling game of the year.
Well.
Beating out Hogwarts Legacy, 2K24, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Skull and Bones, beating out Stellar Blade. And based off these numbers, we can assume that Suicide Squad at least sold 8 million copies.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. I'll go ahead and say this. This is evidence to me, at least I think, that
No, I was
I'll
saying.
cut it.
Check your phone real quick. I guess I can ask. I guess you can cut it. Are we allowed to talk about multiverse leaks or?
I feel like we get sniped.
I was going to mention that Aquaman.
I'm keeping this in, so I'm not gonna.
Okay, never mind. Continue. Sorry, I was trying to be. I was trying to text you, and I was just like.
I thought
Go
he was
on
trying
your
to tell me like we need to hurry up. I'm like, bro, we're 47 minutes in.
Too slow. Let's go.
But yeah, so as he said, multiverses. We're not going to go into detail on that because it has been leaked, but there are some DC characters coming, at least one. But you'll find out about that eventually.
We can talk about it.
But yeah, so 8th most selling game, beat out Stellar Blade. If it's all that much, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's making it through the first year storyline or whatever. It's not going to get canceled. I mean, it's still doing well. It sold well. They say it sold underneath what they wanted. But granted, they were comparing it to Hogwarts Legacy this time last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a crazy comparison for those games. But yeah, it's sold decently well. They apparently lost. They're 200 million down from where they were at the beginning of last year. We had reported at one point that it cost them 200 million. That's not true.
No.
It was 200 million. They had made 200 million dollars more this time last year than they had now.
Yeah.
Which doesn't necessarily mean Suicide Squad's fault. I mean, there are tons of other stuff that happened, movies and all that. But yeah. There was a dev update, but we're going to talk about that at the end because Miller has given us some lore.
Love to hear this
lore drop. A little bit of story leading up to season 2. Nora, Victoria's wife, Mrs. Freeze's wife, had come down with her heart disease before Brainiac's invasion began on their planet, to the best of his knowledge. Vicky, as he calls her, puts her on ice and gets to work developing a cure. This is Vicky's sole focus as the world ends around her, until she finally realizes she's hit a dead end on her own. But by this point, her and Nora are the last people on Earth, as far as she can tell. She starts studying the multiverse with the goal of making contact with another Elseworld, and apparently is getting close, but Waller beats her to the punch. And that's where we meet her. She strikes a deal with Waller to develop a cure for Nora in exchange for her help restoring the Justice League and defeating Brainiac as part of Task Force X. We know that
I wonder if she's gonna have the brain thing.
she might. And then again, maybe not. Probably not.
Like, why? If she's
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I don't know. Obviously, I mean, you can't really get in there, so I mean, she got the dome on.
How you gonna get me now?
But there's that. I did learn. I think this is kind of funny. There's going to be some banter going on between her and Joker. Apparently, Joker hates her and thinks she's trying to steal his spotlight. And so there's like he's constantly trying to get her kicked off the team. And I'm like, this is going to be fun.
You know, it sounds like something Waller would do.
I'm talking like.
Well, no, I'm not.
Joker and Mrs.
No, I know that, but I had the idea of like, why is like, because I feel like Waller's going to do something. So like,
She's got a plan.
She has a.
But we don't know what her.
What if she puts the neck bomb in Nora?
That would be interesting. That would be messed up. But that's something.
Because who knows? Maybe she gets the cure, and she's like, "All right, I'm done." And she's all like, "No, I still need you here."
Yeah, because I mean, our Freeze did develop a cure, didn't he? Or did he not? Did he just get her out and like they went and lived together?
He did develop a cure.
Yeah, so I mean, they could find that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was in the Arkham Knight DLC.
So we do know some missions. There's an escort mission in this upcoming season where we have to escort Nora back to the Hall of Justice. So that seems to confirm to me that there is story missions in this to an extent. I mean, we haven't had anything like that in this season. So I mean, I'm hoping we'll see. It seems like they have a lot of story stuff. We have to obviously get Flash at some point.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be this upcoming one?
Yeah, this first episode. Which he's the Flash when we get him will be still partly under the mind control. So he has those like moments where he like will just like snap out of it, but then other times he'll be trying to like attack us or whatever. Yeah. We'll have to find out. Apparently, Nora's going to be stored in the same type of pod that the Justice League are going to be stored in. That's what we know.
I think Waller's going to do that. I don't know. Now I've said that to myself, I'm like,
it makes a little bit of sense. Happen. And finally, we got our weekly developer update. This one actually kind of ends in some bad news. Well, also good. You'll see, mixed news, I guess. They said, "Hello, people of Metropolis. Now that episode 2 is out and you're all out there smashing up Metropolis, we wanted to take a moment to highlight one of our favorite content creators. If you're looking for a breakdown of all the new content episode 2 brought with it, then Iron Smashweb has you covered. His videos from last week will take you through everything you need to get started, I guess, as you delve into the new episode."
Let's try to make a video like this, see if we can get on the blog post.
They said they've seen a few folks asking about the difference between the game mode menu and Nexus screen. The game mode menu allows you to select whether you're playing the story or seasonal content. Game mode is you can select whether you want to play the main story / Finite Crisis or a particular season. If you select main story / Finite Crisis, you will now see a chapter select option, which will allow you to play any of the game's story missions that you've previously completed, or Finite Crisis itself. I wanted to say I went and rewatched some of our streams playing the thing. The story in this was like the campaign in this was really good. Like our reactions to it and everything was just so fun.
Oh, the regular story,
us freaking out whenever it's like Superman shows up catching the rocket.
Oh, it's Superman! Oh
and then when he's like out there fighting Wonder Woman in the sky, and we're both like freaking out.
We're both like looking like
the whole Batman museum part. When I'm getting taken out, you're like screaming in the background.
Yeah. It was freaky, man. It was fun.
So if you select a season, you instead have an episode select option, which will allow you to take through the Nexus screen. Nexus screen is an overview of all available episodes. Here you can, which is this.
Oh, you know, I just realized if you look at the circle, half of it's like burned. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I just looked. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. It was a little confusing trying to pick that out. I know we got confused.
Yeah, we played a few levels and didn't even level up. And we're like, oh.
Well, how come we're not leveling up?
They said this. As a reminder, the most recent episode's content will always be playable in Metropolis regardless which episode you selected. This is why you can jump into episode 2 missions when episode 1 is selected, but not vice versa. If you encounter any issues playing, don't hesitate to head to our bug reporting website. They have a link now that both episodes for season 1 are in your hands, our dev updates will change from being weekly to releasing them when we have big news to share about future content. We hope this will make the release of each new episode an exciting event while keeping you all up to date on all the happening with the game. That's all for now. I hope you're enjoying all episode 2 has to offer. See you in the Elseworlds, Derek and the Rocksteady team.
So
People were
new dev updates won't be every week on here on the Comic Burrito now.
Only for big
Big news.
Yeah. So this is interesting. I'm curious if it's just because now they don't have any really new content until season 2 starts, or possible third update. It's interesting. People were comparing this to Avengers because Avengers did do that, I think.
They did do that.
And people are like, maybe this is some people are saying that this is a sign they're winding down, but I think it's more just. I mean, this kind of makes sense. I mean, like, if you don't have anything new, I mean, why would you keep doing these? These dev updates have been the last few weeks. Oh, look at this video.
Look at this build. You look at the last two, it would be like just look at this video, or here's a bug fix we're working on.
And they don't really have much to talk about.
Yeah, don't talk about the bug fixes.
It'd be kind of pointless to just do one of these every week if you have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
So, I guess it makes sense.
I'm sure we'll get another one here real soon with the PvP.
If that's happening, hopefully.
If that's happening, yeah, maybe they canceled it. Who knows?
That would be a thing that would probably
that ending of chapter 2 or episode 2, excuse me, was so awkward.
Yeah, because it kind of just it needed a cutscene or something.
It needed at least a resolution cutscene,
Kind of just ended.
Because I accepted all right, there ain't gonna be much story in this, but at least let's get a conclusion cutscene of all of them. All right, yeah, we did it. And Waller can be like, all right, next mission. And that could have been it. It's at least I saw something, but
I just wanted something at the end that was like, all right, we're gonna save. We're going to get the Justice League or something, some kind of thing like that. But we'll talk about all this because we do have a review that's coming out on Wednesday of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my personal thoughts. But yeah, that's the dev update, and that would be the end of the news for the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a really short episode. All right, well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get ready to get out of here. So thank you all so much for joining us this week. Had a lot of decent news. You just break my.
I don't know what happened. Oh, I flicked the table lock. Okay.
But yeah, so thanks for joining us for this one. If you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404. Or Instagram at the Comic Burrito _official, Facebook at the Comic Burrito _official page, or Twitter at the CB Burrito.
Yeah, you can contact me at Spider _Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very interactive on all platforms. Come on over and let's roast some Snyder fans over a house.
Just a reminder, like I said, Suicide Squad Killer Justice League Season 1 review will be up this Wednesday. This is the break week for the X-Men Mayhem series. Then we'll be back the following week with Days of Future Past. And in the meantime, streams. I don't think Landon's doing anything. Yeah. Maybe Multiversus at some point.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the. I was gonna wait till Agent Smith came out and then play around with him, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
And I'll finish Slide 2, and I have a game lined up for afterwards, so definitely tune in for that. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!